Hey everyone, welcome. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WVLS, and you're watching Open. It's BronxNet's Open. You're watching a live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. You can stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Now, leading things off, we're joined by the host and founder of Biz Dev Line and the CEO of Toth Event Staffing. Now, he's with us today to speak about what inspired the creation of his organizations and highlight the services they offer, and to offer some valuable insight to young men and women on starting their own businesses. So please welcome to the show, Cameron Toth. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Bob Lee. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here, pleasure to be in front of your audience. Really love what you're doing here. So thank you for having me.
You're always welcome. Cameron, please tell us about yourself and what inspired you to start Biz Dev Live.
My name is Cameron Toth, and I am passionate about opportunity and education. So Biz Dev Live came out of a passion to share what I've learned in entrepreneurship for the last 10 years. I founded Toth Event Staffing in 2011, and that came from a place of working for corporations. I've been laid off. There's a whole family thing where I had to go out of the country to do paperwork with my wife because there's no path to citizenship, and she's a Mexican citizen. But the end all be all was, like many people, I was at a place where I wanted more freedom in my life. I wanted to celebrate and enjoy the rewards, the fruits of my labor more. And so for me, that the answer to that was entrepreneurship. And so I started up Toth Event Staffing. Yeah. And 10 years later, we get to this pandemic situation, and I have a little bit of extra time on my hands, and I'm sort of kicking myself not starting something up in 2009. And so this is really important for everybody that's watching the show right now.
Yeah.
If you wait to start accomplishing your dreams are on hold. And that doesn't sound good.
Ooh, say that again. Say that again.
If you wait to start accomplishing your dreams are on hold, which means they're not happening, right? You're not moving towards your goals. And so I'm kicking myself because in 2009, folks like Gary Vaynerchuk and folks like Joe Rogan were getting started with their podcasts, YouTube channels, and you can see the progression 10 years later where they are. Joe Rogan sold the rights to his podcast to Spotify for $100 million. And I'm not saying you're going to make $100 million podcast in the next 10 years, but even a small slice of that sounds really good, right, Dr.
Yeah. and the most important thing is to start. You have to start. Get it going. Start somewhere.
That's it. And so Biz Dev Live was started out of a place of both. I want to help entrepreneurs because I've struggled with the financial side of my business, and I'm fortunate, right? Most new businesses fail within the first couple of years. For a business to last longer than 5 years is a huge deal. And so Toth Event Staffing, it's provided a way of life for me that has been better than just creating a job for myself. It's created freedom and flexibility. We have in 2019, 130 part-time employees. It's provided them financial ability to purchase cars and take care of some of the things in their life in their part-time, because everybody's, these are part-time staff, waiters, bartenders, and chefs, which, comes from my hospitality background. And now Biz Dev Live, because I've been an entrepreneur for the last 10 years and learned a few lessons, I'm able to pass that on. And I think one of the most interesting things, I was doing a lot of meetings, networking with people, which I encourage people to do, get out and meet people. That's how you grow your following, grow your audience, meeting people and really getting that face-to-face interaction, because you can be online, but even online, if you're not in the comments and directly communicating with individuals, right? If Dr. Bob Lee likes my thing, then it's appropriate for me to say thank you, not just accept it and think he's going to say thank you tomorrow. You got to create that and develop that relationship. And so one of the really interesting things that I learned while we're in the midst of the pandemic was, if you know just a little bit more, right? You don't need to be an expert as defined by you and your brain as, oh, I have to have a doctorate. I have to have this degree on the wall. I have to have 30 years of experience. If you know just a little bit more than somebody else, then you have something of offer to something of extreme value to offer, because there's somebody that really needs that information. And not only do they need that information, but they need you to advertise and promote that you're able to provide that information, because if you're not able to do that, they're not able to find you. The other day, my Wi-Fi went out, and because I knew that there was an office that I could go to, a co-working spot that I knew of, and they had promoted, and I knew that I had a solution. But if they hadn't promoted themselves, if I didn't know that that was an option for me, well, I would have had to cancel my meetings. I wouldn't have gotten.
Always have to have an option. Always
Exactly,
have to have an option.
yeah.
Hey, Cameron, what are the communities that you serve?
So I am based in Valhalla, New York. So Westchester is my place of operation. Now, I really enjoy hospitality. And so that's what I've been doing with Toth Event Staffing. But for the last 25 years, because I'm passionate, because I didn't graduate from high school, because I had a child at 19 years of age with a woman that I didn't want to spend the rest of my life with, because I didn't, I eventually got my GED, but I started college and did not finish college. I am super passionate about opportunity and education. And so I've been working with a nonprofit for the last 25, 26 years called soundbusiness.org. They mainly operate out of A. Philip Randolph Campus High School in Harlem, and they serve the communities of the Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn. And that school and that program provides college and career preparatory services for high school students. So if you can see the theme here, I am really passionate about helping people get a knowledgeable start, because if you are opening up the doors of opportunity and education early on, and you are learning from people's mistakes so that you can bypass some of those hard knock school things, that some of the stuff we just have to learn on our own, but not everything. And when you have good guides and adults that can open up those doors of opportunity and show you, not only tell you, hey, this is something that you should be looking out for, but let me show it to you. Let me bring you onto a college campus. Let me have you speak to people in the profession that you're thinking of going into, or several of the professions that you're thinking of going into. Now you start opening up these doors of being woke to the world, understanding it better, so you can make smarter choices and do things in a way that sets you up for the future in a much better way.
I like it. I was agreeing with you when you said you had a child at age 19. I did the same thing.
Young, dumb, and full of, yep, there we go.
Yeah, but I like a lot of the stuff that you're talking about. You're very knowledgeable, and I think a lot of people can kind of climb onto what you're doing and what you're saying. So what's the website so we can share more information? I know we can stay on all day.
Well, the nonprofit is soundbusiness.org, and that's great. That's a place that if we can get your help, and if you're passionate, you're watching this and you're passionate about helping young people, which I know a lot of people are, that is a great place. They serve the Bronx, they serve Manhattan, they serve Queens, they serve Brooklyn. These are students that really could use that helping hand. And a lot of times programs are set up to help the desperately poor and the most social challenged. This is a program that takes regular public school students at a very, well, the nonprofit is soundbusiness.org, and that's great. That's a place that if we can get your help, and if you're passionate, you're watching this and you're passionate about helping young people, which I know a lot of people are, that is a great place. They serve the Bronx, they serve Manhattan, they serve Queens, they serve Brooklyn. These are students that really could use that helping hand. And a lot of times programs are set up to help the desperately poor and the most social challenged. This is a program that takes regular public school students at a very cool school, A. Philip Randolph Campus High School, not the top of the top, not the Stuyvesant, but it is a place that we are providing educational opportunities that allows for folks that are from your community to be future leaders and set up for success. So that's one place you can go. You can find me on just almost all the social media channels. If you just type in Cameron Toth into Google or into Facebook or into YouTube, you'll find us. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, BizDev Live, Cameron Toth on YouTube. You're going to find me there. And if you're interested in having a party and taking it easy and enjoying yourself, rather than trying to be in 3 places at once, and you want a chef, a waiter, a bartender to come and help you with your party. Super Bowl Sunday's coming up. Maybe you want somebody to handle the snacks and the cleanup for you. Eventstaffing.com. That's the place to go.
Good. Hey, Cameron, thank you so much. So I really appreciate you. Cameron Toth. Yes, like the both of us. Both.
That's right.
Toth, host and founder of Biz Dev Live. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right, we'll take a break. I've got more open. Don't want to move. I've got a lot for you coming up next on Open.